For the first time in over 25 years, it's time to introduce your Knoxville Smokies.
Go Smokies!
All right, Smokies fans, welcome back to the live pilot pregame show. Alongside Richie Giuliano, I'm Connor Nelson, and we're here in the West Town Mall at the brand new Smokies shop just across from the food court, right next to Dick's. So if you need easy access, you can park right in front of Dick's. You can walk right in. You got the food court to your right. You got the team store to your left. Everything you need to gear up for a Smokies game and get ready to go. Rich, I know you love coming here. It's one of the best atmospheres, always real chill. It's a slower day here today at the mall, but that just means it's easier to get around the Smokies team shop and get something that, who knows, you maybe haven't seen before. And Rich, one thing we've got to show everyone first before we dive into the whole show is that our new team set is finally available in the store and at the stadium. We've got a nice little video here. Shout out Cade. Now let's go ahead and play it for the people.
So we got brand new, fresh off the press, the new 2025 team set. Been waiting for these for quite some time. And we're gonna go see what the players think of the first look at their new card for this year. Grant Kipp, 2025 team set, this will be his first time seeing it. And that right there is you, big guy.
These look pretty nice.
What do you think?
I wish I had better mechanics, but
No.
these look good.
Dial.
They're
They're gonna be fantastic. We got some coming for you.
Yeah.
So guys, we got Jackson Wiggins here. It's first time seeing his new card. Give you guys a little sneak peek first. That's your new card in this year's Smokies team set.
Nice. I like that.
Perfect. See, Pablo's maybe the biggest card guy we got here on the team. Let's take a look at that one.
I like it.
You like that one?
Yes.
Give a quick look for the camera.
I really like it. It was way different than last.
You know, the colors on it look great.
Oh, but it's still pretty good.
So if you're looking to pick up one of those brand new team sets, you can find them at the stadium in the team shop or here in the West Town Mall. They're all over the place. You can get every single Smokies player. Believe it's pretty much got everybody on the roster, Rich, because we've had so many players on this team all year, and even guys for a week are still in this set.
Yeah, I'm glad that Wiggins made the cut and that we got him on video because he just departed to AAA Iowa, so you know, he's got all the hype right now, one of the Cubs' top prospects, and for Jackson Wiggins and all the players that saw their cards, they were pretty impressed by him. So be sure to come by here and get your team set for 2025.
That's right. I know I already picked up mine, Rich. Unfortunately, there's no broadcaster card, so I couldn't get your signature again, but I heard a little rumor from Kenny that, who knows, the cards may be including mascots and broadcasters next year, so stay tuned for that 2026 team set. But when we're here at the mall, something we've always got to do, a little bit of a gear review. So, Rich, I know you have a shirt right next to you. I'll go ahead and throw you on the main board. What do you got to show off today?
Yeah, I got a Return to Knoxville 2025 red shirt that is here at the West Town Mall team store. Really love how the bridge underlines Knox at the top. Represents us coming back to the city with that bridge. You go over across, you see Neyland on your left, you see the river on your right. I think a really cool staple of the city of Knoxville and something we had to include on our new shirt.
Yeah, the primary color red is something I knew you would always love, Rich. Goes right along with your hair. And, of course, any design off of the red is going to pop. So I'm glad you brought that one up. That's definitely a cop, so you can find different shirts. Oh, and look, there's a blue option, too, that we're being shown right now. Rich, do you want to show this one off as well?
I'll take the blue for my eyes here, Connor.
All right.
This really pops our blue eyes here.
Yep, matches the shirt we're wearing right now. So they've got the red and the blue options. We've got it all. Everything you need here at the Smokies team shop. So that'll wrap up our gear review. Rich, let's go ahead and get into more of what's going to happen tonight. And, of course, before we get into today's action, we've got to talk about what happened in the past couple of days. So Game 1, in favor of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. They shut out the Smokies 1-0, but last night it was a pretty eventful night. But not until the very end of the game. And to start it off, we had a rain delay that delayed the game over 2 hours, so we almost finished at midnight, and man, was it a great finish. So the Smokies were down 1-0 again going into the final inning. They tied it up and went to extras, and now to take you through the rest of it, we've got a special video produced by Dustin Hilbelink, one of the best videographers I've ever seen. Such a just amazing creative mind here with the Smokies, so this video is awesome. We're going to play it for you right now.
There's a ground ball base hit. That's in the right field. Bateman is going to stop at third. And the Smokies have him cornered. Swings and he lofts a base hit in the center field. That's going to get one in. And now the Smokies are down 2. Taking all the way. Ball 4. That loads him up. Swings and he floats one in the air to center field. Runner's going to tag and score. So it's now 4-3. And it's high, ball 4, and that'll load him up. And he takes ball 4, and we're tied. The pitch is on the way, and he swings and floats one. Right field, that's falling quickly. And it's a base hit, and that's a winner. The Smokies walk him off. They score 4 times to win this ball game. It's 5-4. What do you say?
He could barely keep his shirt on after that, Rich. What an amazing comeback. And it was even more impressive because the Trash Pandas woke up their bats in the top of the extra inning, and then the Smokies just seemed like it was pass the stick, pass the baton to the next guy, and that's what they were able to do. What stood out the most to you, Rich, in that last inning?
Yeah, they took advantage of 3 walks in the inning. I think that was crucial. It felt like there was always a guy on base, so that creates pressure for your pitcher out of the bullpen. And then it was a hit train. You know, Pedro came in big with a hit. Hearn comes off the bench, cold turkey in the 10th inning, or I should say the extra inning frame, and ends up walking it off with a little bloop single. So all around, a really resilient comeback after the Trash Pandas scored 3 runs, and it looked like they put the fork in the Smoky side, but they just bounced right back the next inning.
That's right, and we've got one more video to play. We actually had the in-booth camera on, so we're going to get to see what was going on in the booth for this final walk-off call. Rich, you were there, I know, but for everyone else, here's a little peek inside the booth for last night's walk-off.
Hearn in the game, and the pitch is on the way, and he swings and floats one. Right field, that's falling quickly, and it's a base hit, and that's a winner. The Smokies walk them off. They score 4 times to win this ball game. It's 5-4. What do you say? And what a rally. All 8 guys did something here in this frame. They were down 3, and they still won it.
So that was it. Big walk-off win. So now we're heading into Game 3, and if we take a look at our standings right now, before the game, we get a little sneak peek from Casey Opitz right here. Currently still 8.5 back because Birmingham also took the dub yesterday. So, Rich, what jumps out to you when looking at these standings?
Yeah, Birmingham, their magic number is 3, so a combination of wins and losses with the Smokies and the Barons, and that's their magic number to clinch a playoff spot here in the second half, so 8.5 back. It's going to take a miracle to win it. Rocket City's out of it with 18 back. Montgomery is now just 4 ahead. Columbus beat them again last night, so they've beat them twice in a row. Pensacola, 5 back, and then Biloxi, who won the first half in the South, is 8 back.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into tonight's action now that we've set the stage, and we've got a pretty solid pitching matchup tonight, Rich. We'll go ahead and start with the Trash Pandas side.
Yeah.
They're going to go with a guy who represented their squad in the Futures game in George Claassen. So far on the season, hasn't exactly put together his best stuff, but we've seen him pitch really well. What's the report on the righty?
Yeah, Claassen's got an upper 90s fastball. All 3 of these starters that Rocket City has thrown in the series throw hard. The question is, can they control how hard they throw? But he has a very distinct, hard 86-mile-an-hour curveball, and then he comes at you 90 miles an hour with a slider. So the entire at bat, you're going to see 85 plus from George Clausen tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Smokies. They've seen him a few times, though, so hopefully they can use that experience to benefit them here tonight. And then on the other side, Rocket City's going to see an arm that they haven't seen all season long in Connor Schultz. Just made his Double-A debut last week out in Birmingham, and now Connor Schultz is going to make his home debut in front of the sold-out Knoxville crowd, we hope, here on a big Thirsty Thursday. It's also Old City night. Get into that a little bit later. But what are you looking forward to in Connor Schultz's home debut, Rich?
Yeah, he had a great Double-A debut on the road against Birmingham, against one of the best offenses in the league. 6 innings, no earned runs with 2 strikeouts, was all over the zone. 61 out of his 91 pitches were strikes. So you know he's going to be able to go deep in the game, throwing 91 pitches in his Double-A debut, which nowadays is pretty rare.
Yeah, during his time with High A South Bend, he made 24 appearances, 10 starts, for a 2-4 record and an ERA just over 4. So looking forward for him to make his home debut and show out for the Smokies here tonight in game number 3. So let's go ahead now, Rich, and move on into our featured batters. Got to start it up at the top as always, and Lance Reimel picking our Mint Gaming Hall leadoff batter of the game, and tonight it's going to be Brett Bateman. So, Rich, you know what's coming. Which part of Brett Bateman's game is going to impact the game the most tonight? Is it going to be the speed, the bat, or the glove? Come on, switch it up from yesterday.
Let's go with the bat tonight.
Right,
I always go with the glove, but he's on a 6-game hit streak and a 10-game on-base streak, so he's done a really good job putting the ball in play and setting the tone for this offense.
I'm loving it. And if you keep moving it down a little bit further, we've got our Exterior Home Solutions cleanup batter of the game, and Smokies fans already know who's going to be down here in the 4 spot. It's B.J. Murray Jr., the switch-hitting slugger. Can whack them out from both sides of the plate like you're seeing right here on the Covenant Health Park scoreboard. Looking for some more of that tonight from B.J. Murray Jr. Any predictions for his line tonight, Rich?
Well, we're still looking for him to drive in a run here in this series. You know, he's been at 82 RBIs, which has been phenomenal. It's the Southern League leader right now in RBIs and tied with 18 home runs. And I think tonight's the night where he drives in 83 or maybe 84.
All right, I would like to see it. And then we got to move on to our final featured batter of the night, our Wendy's double stack batter. And tonight, it's a guy that we haven't seen much of since he's got the call up here to Double-A, and we're talking about Carter Trice. So here's a little clip of his first home run. Rich, what are you looking forward to out of Trice tonight?
Yeah, in the 9 spots, it might be a sneaky batter for the Smokies. When you look at the bottom of the order, you got Hearn, Garriola, and Trice. So a pretty good mix there, 7, 8, 9. Last night, we're going to blame it on Carter, our shadower who didn't pick right. We'll see if we picked right tonight with Carter Trice.
All right, we like it. Carter Trice going to hopefully feed everybody, and who knows, maybe we'll see you at Wendy's tomorrow. He got to put on the home run jacket. Not a lot of people have gotten to put on that home run jacket. And then, of course, got to shout out our hitting coach, Guillermo, just welcomed a new child into the world. So, he's been back and forth from the field, but he was the one who initially started the home run jacket tradition, and now it's been carrying on for everybody who's hitting a home run, getting to put on that jacket. A really cool way to do it. And then, fans, can't forget to remind you that our Pilot pregame show is, of course, brought to you by Pilot. Pilot is out here to fuel your game day drive with gas, snacks, and more. Pilot, see you out here. So, Rich, I guess we'll get on to our final segment here in the Pilot pregame show. Our players to watch. Who do you have your eye on tonight?
I'm going to go with Pablo. He had a great weekend against Birmingham last weekend. He's continued that trend early in the series. And overall in his career, a .333 hitter against tonight's starter and George Clausen against Rocket City. So looking forward to him in that 5 spot. Hopefully he can crack another home run. He's already hit double digits with 11.
Yeah, I like that pick, and I'm going to go with a guy who's a little bit further down in the lineup. I'm going to double up on Andy Garriola. We were talking about him yesterday. He was ripping the ball in all of his at-bats. Didn't get to come up in the last inning there to attempt to walk it off, but I thought he was going to be that guy. If he came up, it seemed like he was just due for finally getting that base hit after smacking so many hard line drives out into the outfield that just found defenders. So Andy Garriola, hoping the baseball gods are a little bit more lenient on him tonight. And hopefully a big day for the entire Smokies offense. We've got a 7 o'clock first pitch start coming up here at Covenant Health Park. So all of our viewers on the scoreboard, make sure to get your food, get your drinks, lock in here on a Thirsty Thursday. We've got Game 3 action coming at you fast. So If you're listening on 92.5 or 1180 WKCE, the flagship station for the Smokies Baseball Network, stay tuned right here to catch myself, Connor Nelson, and Richie Giuliano along for all 9 innings of Smokies baseball. Game 3 coming up right after this.
Fans, for the first time in over 25 years, it's time to introduce your Knoxville Smokies.
Go Smokies!